Hello and welcome to Full Stack Web Development Bootcamp. In the previous video, we discussed about showing media files in our web page. If you haven't watched that video, an iCard will be coming on the top. Do click and watch that video. And in this video, we will be talking about forms. So let's start this video after an intro. Forms are important topic in HTML. When we are buying a product, we need to fill a form, right? Which contains the name of the buyer and the address. So today we'll be knowing about forms and we will be making a payment form. So to create a form, we use form tag obviously, and in that we have some attributes. So in that main method and action. In the form, we have method and action. Method is the way of sending the information which we give in the form to the server. Like we have two methods in that, get and post. We'll be discussing about that in the server videos. But as this is HTML, we'll be just talking about the HTML part. And in the action, we will give the URL of the server, which is the address of the server. So let us talk about the elements in this form. The main element in this forms are the input element, which means like we will be giving the input, right? So for that we will use input element. We have attributes like text, password, etc. We'll be looking that in action. So the other attribute is name. In the name we give the identity of the element. For example, if you are sending something to the server, for example, if you are sending your name to the server, we will give an identity to that. Like if you take an example of college or school, every child has an identity card so that the teachers can identify the students. In the same way, to identify the element of the form, server needs an identity card. So that identity card is nothing but the name. So I opened my VS Code here and this is our video 4, and I will create a new file here which is video5.html, and I will come up with the boilerplate and I will give the title as payment, and in the body as we are making a form we need to give a form tag. So for that I will come up with the form, and here check this, we got an attribute which is action by default. So now we let us leave this, and in the form let us start making our form. So first I will give a h1 here, h1, and I will give the title here, for example like payment form, a heading payment form, and let me come up with okay, go live. So we are done with the payment form heading, and I will give another heading which is contact information. We'll be making a payment form, right? So for that we need contact information. So I'll give an heading contact information, and next I will use a p tag which is a paragraph tag, and in that I will give name, and here we need input, right? So for that name I'll give an input here which is of type text here. So check this out, we got let me close this, we got here an input element which consists of an attribute type, and the type is of text, and we got a name here as I told you about the name. Here I will give the value of the name as name, and the id we'll talk about that id later, and I will give the id as name. And when you save this you will get a name here, and you will get an input element here which where you can type your name. Let me clear this, and after name I want gender. So for that I will use a p tag, and in that gender, or directly we can use mail, and in that mail what you can do is input element which will be of type radio button. So let us see what is radio button here. Radio, and the name would be I'll give the name as gender and the ID as male, and I will copy the same thing down, and I will just change this to female, and type is radio, name is gender, and ID should be female. Actually ID should be, every element ID should be different here. So you might be thinking why the name of this and this is same. So let me show you. When I save this, I got this male and female here. Actually when I, okay, actually this should come in a same p tag, so I will remove this p tag and I will cut this p tag and paste it here, and when I save this, yeah, so these both things are in the same p tag. So when you check this, you can either click this or this, because we gave the name here same. For example, if you change the name here, for example I'll remove an alphabet, and when I save this, check this out, you can check this and this as well. So no one can be male or female, right? So for in this context I will give same name here and I will save this, so you can only select any one of this. So this is the thing, and what I will do is I will wrap this entire gender thing to field set. I haven't told you this, but what field set is, let me tell you. Field set, and I will cut this out, and yeah, I have cut the closing tag and I have pasted it here, and when I save this, see I got a box here which makes this a complete different thing. Okay, and what we can use here is I will use another thing which is legend, and in that legend I will give a title which is gender. Save. So check this out, we got a heading for this thing. Okay, because of this field set, because of this field set, because of the field set, what happened is this everything became a block, a certain block. Okay, so now let us talk about address. We need an address, right? So for that I'll use a p tag, and in that I'll use address. Okay, EDDRESS, and in that what we will use is we will use a text area. This is not this is also type of input, but we will not be using the input tag here. We will be using text area, and in that name I will give address, and even the ID as address, and columns I will give as 100 and rows as 10. Let it be 10. When I save this, check this out, let me maximize this. We got an address here and we got a text column. If you want, you can increase the size and decrease the size as you wish, and the address thing is completed. The text area, we got this because of the text area, and after this we need an email. So for that another p tag, in that I will write email, and I will give the input as email. We have an input tag which is of email type, and name I will give as email and ID as email, and when I save this, you will get an email. So why we are using the type email is, for example, if you click here and if you type something something, this will say when you click the submit button, this will say this is not an email. So you'll check that after the form gets completed. Now we have done with email, and we need pin code. So P and pin code here, and pin code is obviously of type number, right? So for that I will give input which is number, name as pin code, ID as pin code, and after pin code, and I think this much contact information is enough, and now we need payment information, right? Like the card type and the number of the card number and expiration date. So for that I will use h2 as a heading, and I will write payment information. And in the payment information we need card type. So what I will do is in the p tag I will write card type. So what I want is in the card type I need to give a drop down here to select which type of card the user is using or the user want to use. So for that what I will do is I will give a select tag, and in the select name I will give as card type, even the ID as card type. And in the select we need options, right? We need different options. So for that, as the name tells, we need options. I will leave the value of the first option because let me tell you, I'll write something like select a card type. And when you save this, check this out. When a user comes to a payment form, the user will see this select a payment card type, and when he clicks on this he will see different type of cards here. So what I will do is I will copy and paste the same thing, and here I will change the values, and I want first card to be Visa, and I will give the value which is Visa. This is the thing which will go into the server, this Visa with this thing. This is the value of this. This is the thing which our drop down shows here. See Visa, and here I will change this to Mastercard, and the value to Mastercard, and this I will do as Rupee. I have changed the value to Rupee, and when I save this, check this out. When you click on this drop down, the user will see this select a card type, and then Visa, Mastercard, and Rupee. Why I haven't given value here is without the value, information cannot be sent into the server. So if a user forgets to do this step, and when I click on the submit button, this will show an error to select a card type. So that's why I haven't given any value here. And after the card type, what we need is expiration date. And as the name says expiration, I will give the input as date. Now let me search for this. Yeah, date here. Name as expire and ID as expire. And when you save this, here you will get a input which is of date type, and you can select date here, expiration date, and after that you need CVV, right? So for that CVV, and input type which is of number, input colon. Okay, this is not of number type because the what happens in number is, for example, when you see here you can see this number, but CVV is something personal. So what we can do is we can use type password, and I will give the name and ID as CVV, and we'll save this. When you click on this and when you type any number, you will get something like this, the dotted elements. And here our form is complete, and now we need something like submit, and for that I will directly use input type which is of submit here, and the value would be, value is the thing now which we want to show to the user. So I will use pay now, and when I save this, we got a button here which says pay now. And you, if you want, you can also use something like input uh, reset, and you can type of reset here. And for example, you did this, you wrote something here, you gave this everything, and when you click on this reset, everything will be vanished. So this is the work of reset. And for example, you gave your name here and everything, and if you want to click on pay now, so check this, we have this URL which says the name is the thing which we gave here, right? This one, the name attribute, the name is Muhammad Mubashir, and the address, this address is nothing but the name here again. This one, this address is nothing but this one, and everything here, and this is the thing which goes to the server. And now by default the method is get. Now get is a thing which is not that secure. For security purposes, we use method which is post. So we will be learning this in the server video. Now this is the HTML, we won't go through that, and our form is completed. And now what we will do is, see, here we have some tags which cannot be empty, right? So for that we have an attribute which is required. So what I will do for that is, I will give an attribute here in the input which is required. And when you save this, if you try to hit pay now, see, you will get an error which says please fill out this form. So in this way you can add required attribute here, required, okay, not this, required. In the same way, you, if you want, you can add required to everything. And for that, so the user should know this is required, what you can do is, you can here give a star which says that this is required, and you see here we got a star here. And if you want, you can give a h4 here, or not here. What we will do is, we will give an h4 here which says required fields are followed by an asterisk, which means the star. When you save this, you will see this required fields are followed by star, and when a user reads this and he sees this, he need to fill this form because of this required attribute. And if you want, you can add this required attribute to everything here. And okay, see this, I forgot to tell you about this email. If you write something here, and when you try to pay now, okay, this is important, right? And when you hit pay now, oh, this, so when you hit pay now, this gives us an error which says this is not an email address, so you need to type your correct email address with the correct format. So this is the reason why we use type here for everything. So now our payment form is done. So in the next video, we will be making a small project with the help of all the HTML we learnt. So I will meet you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep coding. Bye bye.